For today's chair yoga practice, we're going to be focusing on the neck and shoulders. A lot of people who work at their computer desk have neck and shoulders conditions or parts and places of tension. So we're going to begin from a seated position, and you might slide your body back into your chair, roll your shoulders, and allow the backs of your shoulders to slide down towards your back pockets. Feel the chest and the collarbone empty and spread wide. Relax your feet on the floor. So we want ankles uncrossed, legs uncrossed. And to come into the body. Come into the body in a way that maybe you close down your eyes and tune out all outside distractions. Now you may hear sounds in the background, especially if you work or at home with other people and animals. Just notice what you hear and allow all of it to fade in the background as you take careful attention and focus to your hands resting on your lap. Feel the tips of each fingertip touching your lap. Feel your elbows relaxing at your sides. Feel your shoulders relaxing away from your ears so that there's a big gap or a space between your ear lobes and your shoulders. Feel your lower jaw relaxing and let the tongue rest in the well of the mouth. The teeth might be slightly separated, the lips might be partly parted. And relax your eyes and your temples. We've been looking at screens. It's nice just to close the eyes and let the eyes settle. And then from here, begin to notice your body breathing. The belly, the ribs, and the chest expand as you inhale through your nose. And the bellies, ribs, and chest deflate as you breathe out through your nose. Now begin to notice any sensation of pain or discomfort in your neck and your shoulders. Notice if your head's slightly tilted back or if you tend to really tuck your chin. Can you find medium ground where the chin is parallel with the horizon, where the back of your head is pressing slightly back towards the wall behind you, where your shoulders remain open and the chest open? There's a subtle lengthening the back of your neck, as if an invisible string is pulling the crown of your head upward, making your head lighter on your shoulders, and your shoulders lighter on your spine. Now you may want to label your amount of pain on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst pain. And maybe notice where it is, how it's showing up today. Maybe even label what it feels like: sharp shooting, achy, dull, intense. It might be isolated to one particular area, like a trigger point, or it might be expansive and wide in several different areas of your neck and shoulders. So making a mental note of that as the brain learns through contrast, we're going to start to move now. Let's come forward on your chair. So moving forward so that you're sitting on the edge of your seat. Allow the feet to rest directly underneath your knees. Your knees and hips are at 90-degree angles. And we're going to begin just by allowing the head to come into forward position. Like maybe you want to see some tiny print on your computer screen. And then you're going to pull your head back as if someone's pushing on the chin, creating kind of a double chin effect. and lengthening the back of your neck. So as you breathe in, let your head come forward like a little turtle sticking its head out of the shell, and then pull your head back in. Now, it's just a neck movement for now. The shoulders stay neutral. Breathing in, breathing out. And just move slowly. Notice how it feels to move your head this way, to exaggerate a movement that you might be doing every day. The next time your head comes back into the position, you're going to hold it back like you're pushing your head against the wall behind you. And you're going to let your head tilt and stretch one side of your neck and contract the other side. And then do the same thing, bringing your head back to neutral. Tuck the chin slightly, and then tilt the head. So the chin's not completely tucked, it's on the horizon. And you're pushing your forehead and your nose kind of towards the back wall. And remember to breathe. Sometimes when we're concentrating on movement and sensation, we forget to breathe. Notice if your shoulders are moving. A lot of times I'll see people, they have limited range of motion in their neck, so they start to bring their shoulder up to get the movement. We want to keep the shoulders down for right now. Good, now that we've done some head tilts and we've checked in with that, let's do some head turns. So rotating your head on a swivel to the right and to the left. Pausing in the center. Noticing, do your shoulders and your upper body want to twist to give you more range of motion in your neck? If they do, hold them stationary as if you were pressing them into the back of the chair. Keep your chin on the horizon and turn your head. So you're not rotating in a half circle, but rather twisting simply your head to the right and to the left. Let's see if you get a little more range of motion over time, or if it remains kind of stiff and stuck. You might even mentally mark a spot on the wall behind you that you can see comfortably. Now bring your head back to center and then look at chin tuck, so looking down into your lap and lifting your head all the way back to what feels comfortable. Do that a few times and see, how far down can I see? What can I see in my vision as I tip the head back? So brain learning through contrast, we're checking in with these areas, and it's a great exercise for the neck and a good pause between activities throughout your day, especially if you're spending a lot of time in front of screens. Now bring your head back to neutral, and we're going to begin to shrug the shoulders now. So we're going to exaggerate, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, tip your head back, and feel the tension. Feel how your chest gets shorter, more tight. Feel how the throat is open, but the back of your neck is contracted. And then slowly let your shoulders descend back towards your back pockets and let your head come back to the neutral position. Chin on the horizon. Let's do that again, nice and slow. We feel the contraction and the constriction of the shoulder lift and the head tips back. And then we slowly, and you might even make an audible sigh as your head comes back and your shoulders come back to relax. Last time, shrug, tilt, squeeze, and let it go. The slower, the better. The brain gets an opportunity to learn in the pauses and in the slow movement how to decontract your muscles that might unconsciously be contracted because of your job or because of habits. All right, so now let's change it up a little bit. We're going to turn the head to the left, looking over your left shoulder. Tilt your head back so your cheekbone's looking up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to lift your opposite shoulder. So we're looking to the left, tilting the head back, shrugging the right shoulder up towards the right ear. So we're contracted up here and on the side of the left side of the neck. And then you're going to slowly decontract right shoulder Tilt your head back to neutral, chin on the horizon, and bring your head back to center. Everything should be relaxed once you get back to center. Let's try that again. Turn the head to the left, tilt the head back, right cheekbone is up, shrug your right shoulder. So feeling the asymmetry of this, relax your shoulder, bring your head to look to the left at neutral position, chin on the horizon, return your head back to center. Now everything should be relaxed. Notice the sensations that you're feeling. And let's try the other side. Turn to the right, tilt your head back, left cheek points up, left shoulder lifts. Shrug, slow release. Gradually coming back to center. Slower the better, don't rush it. One more time, turn your head to the left, to the right, tilt your head back, shrug your left shoulder up. Ooh, feel that tension. And then slow release, left shoulder, head tilt, head returns to center. Notice both shoulders, both sides of the neck relaxed. Now sometimes there is some inability to extend the head back over time, and we have to use our whole body in order to do that. So let's work on flexion and extension of the neck. So with this position, we're going to focus, as these are somatic practices, on our feet. Because a lot of times if we have foot tension, we also have neck and jaw tension, and we most likely have some tension in the pelvic floor. So with this one, you're going to slide your left foot forward, and you're going to flex the ankle. So you're going to lift the toe mound off the floor and curl your toes into a fist. Then you're going to lay your foot back down and slide back. And once the foot comes back into position, you're going to lift the toes and spread the toes really wide. The toe mound and the heel are on the floor. Then relax your toes. And that's the movement of the foot. So let's first do a check-in. I want you to go ahead and sit all the way back into your chair, like we did when we first began. Tilt your head back and look up at the ceiling and see what you can comfortably see with your vision. Mentally mark that spot and come back to neutral. Okay? Now you're going to slide the left foot forward. If you're on a sticky mat, it's a little bit harder. You want your foot to glide if possible. So maybe put on some socks. And then you're going to flex the ankle, curl the toes, lay the toes down, slide the foot back to the starting position, and then lift your toes and spread them. Toe mounds on the floor, heels on the floor, and relax. 2 more times, slide forward. When the foot starts to lift, you can keep your heel on the ground, lift the top part of your foot, and curl your toes. Flex your ankle. Lay the foot down, slide back, lift your toes, spread your toes. 1 more time, slide forward, flex your ankle, curl your toes, slide back, relax your toes. And once the foot is rested in the first beginning position, spread your toes, lifting them off the floor. And then relax. Now check in again. Tilt your head back, see if you got a little more range of motion. And I got a good foot extra range of motion. So it's pretty cool how the feet, unwinding your feet, affect your mobility in your neck. We're going to slide now the right foot forward, flex the ankle, curl the toes. Relax the foot, slide it back, lift your toes, spread them wide. Same foot, slide forward, flexion of the ankle, contraction of your toes, release, back to position, lift your toes, spread them. So we're creating contraction in the bottom of the feet and then the toes, and then we're creating contraction in the tops of the feet by lifting your toes. Now relax your toes, check in 1 more time. Oh yeah. Lots more range of motion, way more mobility in the neck extension. So notice how that is for you. You can check in with forward head as well, and maybe even take some more half circles, or if you're not doing half circles in the neck and that's too uncomfortable, you can do some shoulder rolls. Notice the mobility now. Now you can check in again with your mobility to the other positions. Maybe how does forward and back feel? The turtle position. How does a head tilt feel? Is there less pain, more mobility? Does the ear come closer to the shoulder? How about in rotation? When you turn your head, is there more range of motion? Less pain or discomfort? And we know we've got more extension. That feels good. So settle back in your chair again. Let's take a few breaths. Close down your eyes if that feels comfortable and feel your body, especially the neck and shoulders, which were the focus of today's video. Connect to your breathing once again and feel your whole body as one entity. Notice your pain levels. If you gave yourself a number on the pain scale of 1 to 5 at the beginning, where are you at now? 5 being the worst, 1 the least. And if there was improvement, awesome. Be sure to hit subscribe to continue seeing new videos every week and to find a video that fits your needs. Thanks for practicing.